How's it going, everybody? We just got out of the woods. This was our first day out bow hunting for the 2021 season. I decided not to film this morning because I had a rough week at work, and honestly I just kind of wanted to go sit in the stand and not have to do anything and stress about filming and catching footage and all that. I just wanted to enjoy being out in the stand, and Dad came out with me today. We sat in our double-seater and we saw some pretty cool action, though. It was cool to get to share that with Dad. I guess this was your first time out during bow season, huh?
Yep.
Not hunting, he was just observing, but I've been out bow hunting for a few years now. Maybe 4 years. I tell Dad, like, the times I've been out here bow hunting, I've seen some really cool deer activity that you don't get to see during gun season post-rut. We got to experience that today. We saw 4 different bucks. At one point, there was a small, a medium, whatever's between medium and large, and then a large buck. And the 2 smaller sizes, they were sparring with each other out in the field across from us, and they were a good ways off. I mean,
Sure.
Probably 150-yard field. So they were on the far side of it from us, and again, just one of them was just a little basket. Not even a basket, it was just a forky kind of, maybe a 4-pointer, little dinky thing, just a baby. And the other one, that one never came close to us. It maybe was an 8, but it was a tiny one.
6 to 8.
6 to 8, yeah. Anyway, they were sparring with each other, and
fun. And
yeah, it was cool to see them going at it. That's the first time I've ever seen wild deer in the wild in person sparring with each other, so that was pretty neat. And we could hear it all the way across the field, which was impressive for how tiny their racks were. They were still clanking and making some noise, and that was pretty neat to hear. After they wrapped up, then the biggest deer that we saw today came out off the neighbor's property onto the field, and right away we were like, holy cow, that thing's a moose. Like, you could tell the neck on it just even with the naked eye. That was a big deer. Got the binocs up on them, and we were watching them and stuff, and they spent a good amount of time out in that field in front of us just playing with each other and eating and feeding and doing their thing. Saw one of them, actually the big guy, I think he peed and maybe worked a scrape a little bit on the far side of the field. During this time, actually when we walked out to the stand, I skipped a part. What happened to you? You have a sneeze or a cough attack?
I was coughing.
So he's like...
Every time I get out into the woods, I always have a coughing attack.
It happens. I had a situation a couple years back where I had some deer in front of me, and I started, whether it was coughing or sneezing, or you get that tickle and you're just like, God, no, not right now.
Yep.
So you have
Starts
to...
out as a tickle, and it just builds up from there, and then I end up coughing.
So yeah, he's like curled up on the ground, like trying to be quiet, and I don't think he spooked this doe out of the woods, but I think she came out just before he had that attack happen. But I'm watching this doe out in the field, and she's snorting at us, got her tail up and stuff, and he's over there dying behind me, and she spent some time out in that field kind of unsure what we were, I guess, which was good. Rather her be unsure of what we are than, oh my God, there's people over there, I'm getting out of here. So she made her way out of the field eventually. Dad pulled it together, and we got up into the stand, and then those other deer came out and were sparring with each other and stuff a little while later. So all those deer ended up going into the woods. That
came out down by us.
Honeybee just flew by. That was cool. Yeah, so that bigger deer. All right, I'm trying to visualize what it was now. You think it was an 8? I don't think it was a 10. I think it was a big 8.
Honestly, I didn't take time to count. I was just amazed at how it was right there.
Yeah.
I mean, usually when I'm hunting, I hunt a lot of gun season, and the deer are always running through our property, and so it's like
it's very rare during gun that you have an opportunity to have a deer just take its time past you or stand there. There always seem to be running past us.
So to see this one just kind of walking right past us and didn't even know we were there, and it was cool.
Yeah, that big
Nice
guy.
big
I mean,
rack.
oh my God, the tines were so tall on him. But instead of the rack like this, it was a tight rack. Again, a beautiful deer, a good size rack on it. We've got cameras out here, and I know what kind of bucks we're seeing out here from the photos and the cameras. And there's some better deer out here. This was our first day out. We were talking about it. It's really hard to. That deer ended up coming out of the woods and walking 20 feet tops, 20 feet away right in front of us, and it actually stopped and just sat there and presented a perfect broadside shot. Yeah, everything was perfect. If that was the deer I was after, that would have been a dead deer. It couldn't have been any better. But I know there's better deer out here. During bow season, I really try to target that dream buck of mine. That wasn't the deer for me. Beautiful deer. Gun season, absolutely would have taken it. But I made the decision to pass on this deer, and I think it's a tough decision to make, but it's a respectable decision. Like Dad said, he never looked our direction. The littlest buck actually came running down the field toward him, straight at us, and made its way off, and actually came around behind us and went back to the woods that the big one came out of. But neither deer had no idea we were there, and we were really close to them. So we went in there. We got to observe, got to learn about the deer activity out here a little bit more. Just being in nature like that and being a ghost kind of, and seeing life take place around you, stuff that you just don't see on a normal basis is really neat. It's beautiful. Sorry I didn't film, I guess. It would have been kind of neat to get some video of that, but at the same time I really enjoyed just not having to worry about that and just experience it with Dad and take it all in. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for coming out with me. I've been wanting to get you out here to kind of see that we're pre-rut right now. I wouldn't say that the rut's hit us yet, but we're seeing the activity. One of the bucks did chase a doe right when we got out there. It was the youngest buck and a really little, probably a fawn doe. But he chased her a little bit, and so activity's picking up. We're pre-rut right now, and that's something that Dad never really gets to see because he comes out during gun season most of the time, and a lot of the activity and them socializing with each other like this happens now during the rut. So I'm glad you got to experience that.
Me too. It was fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and get out. It's hard with young kids at home and stuff, and I'm gonna try and get out at least once every weekend here until gun season, and then I take the whole week off for gun season. Always have. It's our tradition to go out and father-son shoot the pew-pews and put some meat in the freezer. Yeah, it's a good morning. I don't know if I'll get out yet tonight. I probably will stay home and help Sarah and get some stuff done, but I'll be out here again next weekend hopefully, and you never know if that big guy's gonna come by.
Brown down.
That's right. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update.
We'll show you what the big one looks like.
Maybe the next video I'll have brown down, yeah. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna film when I'm sitting in the tree stand. If I get something, I will absolutely film it. I know there's been some issues recently with YouTube's guidelines and some people posting hunting videos, and YouTube's taking them down because it's graphic content and people are sensitive about it. I do have a video up already. Actually, last year when Jake, my sister's boyfriend, came out with us, he got his first deer, and I filmed that. I've got the kill shot and everything in that video. I follow a lot of hunting channels that show all that stuff, and their videos aren't getting taken down, but I've also heard some people's videos are getting flagged and taken down and demonetized and stuff, and gotta abide by the rules. So we'll see what happens. I think we're just gonna play it by ear, and if I get something cool on video like that, great. I'll absolutely show after we get a harvest and stuff, but I don't know if I'll film the harvest. We'll see. Stay tuned. Hunting season is the best time of the year. I love this time of year. Yep.
Love you, boy.
Love you too, Dad. Bye, everyone.